Well, good afternoon, everybody. No doubt there's tons of wonderful companies, and individuals here that not only want to share about the good work that they're doing, but also learn about some things that are happening potentially in industries that you're not currently in. By a show of hands, how many folks here are invested in some type of crypto? Okay, perfect. So for the camera, roughly 30 to 45%, just about. Okay, that's wonderful. I know that the focus of our conversation today isn't like the history of crypto, but I think it's important to add some context that what makes crypto so special is the technology behind it, right? The distributed ledger technology, it's important. And then of course you have the top 10 blue chip projects. So regardless of what project you may be into or what's in your portfolio, what I'm going to provide to you today are just objective truths and hopefully shed some light on what we're doing and what's happening within the industry. So Floki is a blockchain project. It's available on the ETH and BNB chains. It's been around since 2021. And what makes Floki so different is the fact that it's community run, right? It's a decentralized autonomous organization, and we'll get to how that happens. So I'm sure you probably have heard of Doge, right? Because those have been in crypto for a while. May have heard Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then like Dogecoin. What you see on the screen now is the trifecta of the meme coins within the blockchain space, which is Doge, Floki, and Shiba Inu. Floki's typically been within the range of the top 50 to the top 85 projects in the world in the blockchain space. Out of the top 150 projects, over 14 are meme projects. So there may be a little bit of a misnomer when you think of a project that is inspired by a meme as not being serious. And I think that would be a fatal mistake to look at it within those terms. When you look at, some companies, let's pick Geico, for example, right? Massive insurance company. They're known for what they do. They're very good at what they do. But when you talk about Geico, you think of the gecko. Right? So the traditional business format is you build an enterprise, you're very good at what you do, you know your target audience, you continue to deliver, you have a strong track record, and then you create a marketing campaign and strategy to identify folks that are within your target demo to look at you as being popular or offering something of note. What the blockchain space does and what memes do is instead of starting with the enterprise and then creating the identity, it starts with the gecko first. Inherent risks? Absolutely, but that's the power of the meme space. How did Floki get created? Well, Elon Musk said he was going to get a Shiba Inu, and when he did, he was going to call it Floki. So many times within the blockchain space, something happens in pop culture, something happens in history, and then a developer will create a project behind it. If there's something that resonates within society and it continues to come up, you're getting essentially like earned media, right? And catalysts, which fast forward to 2 days ago where Elon Musk stated that Floki's the CEO of X. Like, again, he's behind the desk. So every time that there's some mention of this, it's good for all meme projects, right? If you've seen essentially what Elon has vouched for in terms of Doge and payments, you'll see that there's a connection there. And within Floki, you'll see that there's a history here, right? Because Dogecoin, everybody thought it was a joke, right? And to be fair, it was in the beginning, right? That was the idea. But there was really strong tech behind it. Right? And what we know now as distributed ledger technology is what Doge was showing, was the first use case. Can a community power a project to be multi-billion dollars? And the answer obviously is yes. Doge didn't have any utility. They didn't promise any utility. They just wanted to be popular. They just wanted to be able to share the meme, driven by it, and look at where Doge is now, right? Top 10 project in the world. Kind of blows your mind when you think about it. But then Shiba Inu came around in 2020 and Shiba said, you know what Doge did was good. We're going to do it a little bit better. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of utility and let's see what happens. And Shiba Inu was wildly successful, also a top 15 project in the world. Mind you, these are multi-billion dollar companies, right? They don't have a central HQ like you may have in some other top 50, top 100 companies, but they do rival those companies in terms of revenue and the output that they have in terms of exposure. And then Floki came around in 2021. When Floki was launched, the typical formula is you create a project, you have a developer, you have a team, you create a product, you find the community, you put it together, and then now you have what hopefully will be a great experience in the blockchain space. That's not what happened with us, right? We had a developer, the developer left. In the term, the vernacular is rug pull. When they leave, they take all the liquidity. The project was left in dire straits. Second developer came in, absconded with the funds, and then the community was left without any leadership. The project could have gone away. Instead, we became the world's first CTO. CTO has become a buzz in the blockchain space, and it stands for community takeover. So essentially what that means is You don't have a hierarchy. The community creates it. They create the framework for leadership, and then they move forward. So from that point to where we are now, a lot's happened. But in terms of the timeline and for the purposes of this slide, you'll see that all these massive projects have been coming up after us, including even to one, associated with the current administration. However you may feel about meme projects, however you may feel about blockchain is irrelevant to the facts that it's here to stay. And if you're well versed in it, then you could understand how this could help you with whatever other vertical or parallel industry you may have. So Floki, being born in the meme space, didn't want to be like the other meme projects that were absent of utility. There's nothing wrong with you having a project that doesn't have any utility. And heavy on our shoulders does that fall because people want to see us fall. The haters, the naysayers, right? They don't want to see blockchain for whatever reason succeed. But if you're the world's first community takeover, then you have to overcome many challenges, right? And we wanted to be different. We relished the fact that we were the world's first in some areas. We wanted to continue that framework and grow in an exponential fashion. That being said, we are governed by a DAO. So our community members, they vote on what we want to do, on the partnerships that we want to have, on the investments that we may want to make. How is Floki different? Well, we wanted to create an ecosystem and we wanted to be hyper-focused on utility. What does that mean? Floki is the utility token of the entire Floki ecosystem. So if you look at the definition of a utility token, it's not just a currency, it's not just a store value. There's an ecosystem where that token preserves certain benefits. Wherever you may land on the range of our ecosystem, the Floki token is integral to that. So we wanted to fix certain things in blockchain. And we started with Valhalla. So blockchain gaming has a really big problem: lack of a sustainable economy and a lack of a robust play-to-earn mechanics. So what does that mean? It means pretty much if you have a casino and there's not enough funds in the vault to fund the awards of the people winning, then you don't have a good casino, right? Right? And that's happened, which is why most of those projects have gone. All right. So we wanted to fix that, but it takes years to put the game together. From 2021 to this summer is how long it took us to go live on mainnet. Right now, we are the leader in the ETH BNB chain in terms of traffic. We fixed the issues plaguing blockchain gaming. We have fixed the robust mechanics and infrastructure-wise. It's the largest blockchain game ever designed. It works, it's fun. We just had our first tournament for $150,000 prize pool, and we have well over $30 million in the treasury to fund. And it's a true play-to-earn game. So what does that mean? You don't have to be an esports professional to win money playing a video game. You play and you earn as you put time into the game. And it may be a novel idea for folks, but it's the future and it's here. And it's browser-based. It was important for us that it would be browser-based because not many folks have $4,000 or $5,000 to buy a gaming PC, nor do they have the latest smartphone. So we wanted to do it browser-based. Now we're transitioning to mobile. We are a Viking-inspired Shiba Inu, so the game is obviously Viking-inspired. It's called Valhalla. And we created our entire metaverse. We were the first project in the world to launch a crypto project on there. We were the first project in the world to burn a cross-chain bridge. And again, we relish in being the world's first. Valhalla is our metaverse game. University of Floki is our education platform. Flokify is our decentralized token locker solution. Floki name service, so you can have your website. It could be like newtothe-street.floki, for example, right? TokenFi, our tokenization platform, our staking platform, our Floki trading bot, and then Floki Places. May not make a lot of sense to you now, but by the end of the presentation, I'll bring it all home. As I've been talking to you today, we've obviously demonstrated there's utility, right? We obviously have strong leadership. I mean, and we don't have enough time today, but when it comes to marketing, nobody does it better than Floki, period. We partner with the right folks because it says something about us, and charity is very important to us as well. We currently have a commitment to build one school in every underdeveloped nation in the world. We've built 5 already. We're starting with 1 school in every continent, and we're currently constructing 2 wells in Southeast Africa. Now, a lot that I've been saying, for those that may not, know me, you don't know the information that I'm telling you is true. So what if there was a third party that can give you their opinion? And that's exactly what we're seeing here, the Community Futures Trading Commission. And if you know what they do, they have the GMAC, which is the Global Markets Advisory Committee. This is a report from November 21st of last year. And they did a report and they wanted to see the benefits of distributed ledger technology. And they wanted to see what utility tokens are all about. Is there something there? Should U.S. policy be shifted in such a way to not only protect consumers, but make sure that we're ahead of in the future? They did a presentation on utility tokens, in-depth report. You could Google it. These are the case studies that they picked. CFTC, not me. CFTC, all right? What was the first project? Ethereum. They deserve to be there. right? Avalanche, strong project, right? So I'm not jealous. Floki. What does it say? A token used in the Floki ecosystem, including its NFT gaming metaverse called Valhalla, that is used to pay for transaction fees solely within the Floki ecosystem. So you have a third party that's looked at what we do, identified the fact that it's a utility token, and if they're looking at it, you can't pay for this, right? Because if a meme project could do all the things that we've been doing, imagine what industries can do with a lot more resources. A lot of things could be tokenized, right? And I've talked a little bit about our partners. I mean, this is one of the things that we do best. Guerrilla marketing. We go to where crypto adoption is absolutely skyrocketing, whether it's in Vietnam, whether it's in Nigeria, whether in certain parts of Europe, Brazil, all throughout the US. One of the things that I'm really proud of is through a TokenFi platform, partners utilize the platform for their launches. So what do we do, right? With the platform, you have a company that's Web2. There's nothing wrong with Web2 business, okay? There was companies before the internet, right? And then there was businesses after the internet came out. But it's the ones that connected the dots that were able to utilize it to its fullest, had a prime mover advantage. So we did a partnership with Rice AI. They're one of the leading robotics companies in the world, right? They're part of the NVIDIA incubator program. They have multiple devices and their products are working right now in Japan. They have a partnership with 7-Eleven, massive partnerships with the government. To give you an idea of what you can tokenize and who our partners are.
Bot M1, the world's first Web3-enabled physical AI companion.
Hey Floki, follow me to the kitchen.
Floki listens, analyzes, and responds with precision.
Coming legend, nothing can stop me.
Floki can see, listen, speak, and navigate with the skill of a true Viking, all powered by the NVIDIA Jetson nanocomputer. Each Floki is connected to Rice, a decentralized robotics data sharing protocol that accelerates AGI for robotics. What makes Floki a true Viking is how it loots, collecting valuable data through every interaction. As a bonus, owners are rewarded with Rice tokens for their interactions.
Watch how I prepare the perfect pasta, Floki.
Looks delicious, legend. Don't forget to use fresh basil at the end.
Floki, let me walk you through my nightly skincare routine.
Got it. So hydration masks before bed are your secret to glowing skin. Want me to set a reminder for tomorrow?
It's wild.
Floki, stop. It's dangerous over there.
Oops, sorry. I'll stay away from that area. Safety first.
The more you interact, the more you earn. Get your own Floki mini.
So the video, yeah, a little tongue-in-cheek, right? We're supposed to be a joke, right? Why do we have our own Floki mini bot M1? I get mine in mid-November, so I'm really excited. But there's a couple things there. Number one, leading robotics company. Number two, it's our decentralized technology that will be using all the features from this bot so that you can be rewarded for just interacting with it. So imagine if your iPhone has wheels, right? Scary, right? Again, our platform is agnostic. Our partners, they need solutions. We create those solutions. This is only the beginning. So imagine every project that utilizes our platform has the ability now to tokenize some of their assets. And as a matter of fact, we're the first company in the world to be able to tokenize a physical AI robot. And that's what the Floki Mini Bot M1 is, okay? It's the first edition, and we've done a lot more, right? We've been able to transition Simon's Cats from a multi-billion-dollar IP portfolio into Web3. And at the height of last year, it was just over $472 million market cap. Why did they choose our platform? Why did they choose our platform if they're working with NVIDIA? I think that's a question that you should ask yourselves. I know why, but we're constantly innovating, and we're doing a lot of, different activities like this so that people can get educated on what's important to us and what we do. We don't have time to go through some of the other materials, but just so you guys get an idea, if this is what we're doing, imagine what some other folks are doing in silos, thinking about how can they take their product to market? How could they show that they're different? We leverage our marketing, we're second to none, but again, we're building the solutions of tomorrow today. Thank you so much for everybody's time. Thank you.